This is the Golden Era Bookworm. I've been recently requested to do a video on Arnold's Bodybuilding for Men by Arnold Schwarzenegger and Bill Dobbins, a complete program for male fitness, health and strength. This book is a pretty good book. Remember, I've already done a video on Arnold, the Education of a Bodybuilder, which really is, to me, one of the greatest motivational books out there on motivation itself, on willpower, and on goal setting and how to achieve a goal, whether it's bodybuilding or anything else. But this book by Arnold, I would have to say, is an introduction to bodybuilding for people that wish to get fit, and then the option exists at the very end to enter competitive bodybuilding. And I think following this book, you could purchase Arnold, the Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding, if you were into bodybuilding really, and maybe even considered competing. I mean, that book is considered the Bible. This book is just that. It is a program for male fitness, and it's actually designed in a way that you can actually write your reps, the date that you did the program, etc. So it's kind of like not just a book to get into fitness and health and learn bodybuilding, but it also acts like a bodybuilding diary. So the introduction, Arnold talks about, just gives you a basic intro on bodybuilding, what muscles are, etc., etc., the benefits of training, and the effects on health, as well as the ability of the mind, motivation, visualization, etc., in training, in bodybuilding training. So goes through basic anatomy using, of course, photos of himself, and then the book goes through basic equipment that will be needed to set up, for example, a home gym, or whether you go to a gym. And the program, there's three major programs, actually four, with stretches, warm-ups and warm-downs. I mean, all these guys look from the late 70s and actually kind of look like porn stars, especially the bald one. The program is given at the very end, right? This is the very first program. A basic stretching, warm-up, bodybuilding program with a couple of exercises for shoulders, chest, back, arms and legs, and finally warm down and abs. The second program, as I said, this guy actually looks like a bad porn star from the 70s. Well, actually, that's still that. Yeah, so then there's images on the actual exercises. The second program, I would say, is a little bit more, it focuses more on the abdominals, and you've got this young kid modeling the more abdominal workout. There's quite a lot of ab workout here, exercises in the second program. The third program, I would say, is more, as he says, adaptive and specialized training. And more exercises are given with this very thin guy. I love the singlet though. I wish I could have that singlet. So there's more exercises in this third program. And that's actually, I believe, Reg Park's son, showing improvised training. I'm assuming when you're on the road, how to train. If you're in a hotel or whatever. So there's no excuses. Also a section for teenagers, and finally competitive bodybuilding program explained by Arnold with very classic photos. These are phenomenal photos of Arnold. If you're an Arnold fan, some great photos in this book on Arnold. I mean, these are just beautiful. Really awesome. Finally, some nutrition and some more great photos of Arnold. Let's have a quick look at these. I shouldn't flick through them so fast. I mean, these are great photos of Arnold. Phenomenal. These are actually going through posing. So he goes through posing, which is why we have these awesome photos of Arnold doing these poses. And yeah, he just finishes off with more tips on competitive bodybuilding, and finally finishes off with, telling you that you can bodybuild at any age. And there's a final section on the 1980 Mr. Olympia, which he won, of course. That's the book. Hope you've enjoyed this review. I don't know if anyone's actually done a review on this book. I know they've done reviews. There are reviews on The Education of a Bodybuilder, on the Encyclopedia of Modern Bodybuilding, and many other things. But anyway, doesn't really matter. This is Arnold's Bodybuilding for Men. If you don't know anything about bodybuilding and are trying to get into just a general fitness program and then advance and start, either training in your home gym or at an actual gym and have an introduction to bodybuilding, I would recommend this book. It really is an introduction to bodybuilding. It's well laid out, so you can write your reps, your dates, etc. when you're doing your workout, and it kind of gets you, I guess, into the routine because it's laid out in the way it is. It's just a real easy to pick up book, and you just follow what the instructions are in there. It's a well laid out book for a beginner, I would say, even though the book is almost 40 years old, from the 80s, I believe. Yeah, from the 80s, 1981. It's still a great book. I've got this in excellent condition, so I'm lucky. But yeah, I definitely think it's a great book for a beginner. And yeah, I give it a thumbs up. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe, share. And I'll be bringing you more videos very soon. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. This is the Golden Era Bookworm. Bye for now.